That's our horizon line, that's level with my eye. We try to have a white sky at the bottom. That gives us good perspective. If you have a look at a sky on a clear day, you'll find it's blue up above your head and white in the distance. Then we'll put some blue in. That's phthalo blue. It's a very strong blue. Use both sides of your brush. All the time you're working, keep a rag handy so you can clean your brush before you pick up paint. Then I'll pick up a little bit more blue and put it right in the very corner. I like to have it very dark in the corner. Keep your white there though. Now you can clean your brush a little bit and we can paint in a mountain by just rubbing the brush in like this. Don't have your mountains too pointy, and I'll blend that little bit of the sky a bit more where the white meets the blue. Underneath the mountains run a white line, that's our horizon, and then a little bit of yellow, a bit of crimson, that's blue, white, yellow, crimson. More crimson, brush it well in, and then pick up a bit of blue and put it in the corners and darken the corners and the bottom of your painting. So everything is from light to dark. Clean your brush and then go over that with a little bit of white. Don't rub it in, just put it on. And then with a little bit of yellow paint on the fan brush, dab, 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 and you can make grass. Also put the fan brush on, push it up to form grass with our grass brush stroke. Work from the background to the foreground. The grass in the foreground is much bigger than the grass in the background. Then we can load our fan brush with a little bit of yellow and dab, dab, dab on some flowers. Now we're ready for our tree. We'll take a little hairbrush, load it with dark, and paint your tree like that. Now hold your brush with 2 fingers and zigzag your tree up into the picture. You can have some little trees in the background and a few branches on the tree coming up into the sunlight. Now for our little house, I think we'll put it there. That's the horizon line, so that'll be about the window line of the house. Just block your house in with burnt umber. And then we'll paint in a couple of windows and a door. And then with a flat brush again, we place the roof on the house. That's corrugated iron. The colour is burnt sienna and white, not mixed together, but both placed on the brush at once. Then we can place in our road up to the house. With the little hairbrush loaded with some white, we can detail the line along the top of the house, up the sides, and put in the veranda post. With my big round hog bristle brush, I'll put the blue and crimson on the brush at once and make a very dark colour. I'll fill the brush with that colour, and then on one side of the brush I'll pick up yellow, that's warm yellow. Then we take it across to the tree and dab. That gives us a mushroom shape. So we do this mushroom shape all over the tree like umbrellas. Trees are made up of umbrellas. Then with our little hairbrush again, load it with some dark and paint the fence posts in. The fence posts appear to be bigger and further apart as they come towards us, and a strut holding the post up and a few rails. I think I'll mist that back in a little bit, make it look a bit more like mist. Put a white line on top of each post, make it stand out, and a few birds.